I can kind of figure out how or where did a cricket come from to be able to get inside of my house and then make it pretty much behind my grandmother's picture, or even behind. There's a picture of my brother and me in separate little frames together when we were about 5 or 6, darling little pictures, right? And well, I have a bunch of pictures over here. Point being, a cricket. It's not just any cricket either. It's the kind of cricket that it sounds exactly like a drill team, a drill sergeant whistle. I mean, once it goes, it doesn't stop. Like a lot of them will go. So anyway, I used to be able to do a cricket sound. I can, but I'd take practice. It just happened, and I was hoping that it would happen again. I love the cricket. A lot of people wouldn't like it, but you see, I just love. I think the cricket. See, babes, rumor has it. I mean, what us witches know is that if you find a cricket in your room, it's good luck. It feels good. Because, well, me, I love crickets when they make the sound. There's this other bug, what are they called? Katie, maybe you know the name of them, but they make this other sound, and I don't like it. I'm so glad they're not really here. They are in the warmer down below. You can hear this. They used to be prevalent in certain times of year. Really, I'm so sensitive as an empath. I've been living up here for over 35 years in the mountains, and if there's anybody, I'm starting to get emotional about this because this is the truth. And see, a lot of people don't give a fuck, but see, if there's anybody as who has been listening to this land, the very granite, the way that the water runs, and the owls, the coyotes, all of it, from year to year, it's not, as well as the span that I've been here, year to year, but um, it's year to year, it's year to year. There's a certain, of course, the communications, babes. We are under onslaught by a presence on this earth, something, whatever it is, that has shacked us up here and made us build, is also tearing us down, reforming, and a lot of people think, well, that's a crock of shit, and it's like, nah. And we can also see that more and more. I mean, if you get more and more, they get their hands on you. There's the invasion of the body snatchers, which is medically coming on more and more as apparent, coming on more apparently. Um, we'll be able to just expose a lot of stuff based in just going into a lot of things. There's just more and more exposure, and it's already here, to tell you the truth. There just has to be I was going to say the hand of justice, and that comes when Pluto moves into Aquarius. It begins to activate the most positive side of the Libra vibration of the human organism, which is to be able to just see, to be able to weigh something out. It's not the two eyes see. It's almost like I get this vision of the one eye that begins to weigh things out. It's a lot more than this kind of thing. It's whatever you're setting on it, you're going to have to balance it out and realize what is the exact measurement there. It's a lot more than just numbers and weighing things. It's about the truth, and that's what justice is about. And boy, it's going to start coming, and it's not good news. Say, like, for the people like next door or over there. See, what I'm seeing as an Aquarius moon, and oh my God, this conversation, I'll try and wrap it up, but because I don't know if this is just a big waste of time, but really, if I have a vision and you keep communicating, it can come up for a lot of people. Kids can take it on, whatever. You need to just keep communicating, though. That's the way to do it. Communicate, communicate, communicate. That's what the news does, and the people with the neckties, and they just keep on communicating, communicating, communicating. For me, it's around here like, okay, so no, but to put it out, and I think I'm catching something. It's not just me communicating. The future of human beings, the way that it would seem obvious to operate, to put it up out on the table, get it up, and say, yes, we're institutionalized, and in fact, we are just about patented by this freaking foundation of mass experimentation, uh, um, um, all brought to us by and sponsored by the financial institution, where there's a massive amount of studying that can be done by you also. I mean, you should take part and really find out for yourself what works as far as what is the goal here. There's a rumor that we're supposed to feel good, and I'm sticking to it. Talking about my cricket, is this the same film? I was hoping to get it. See, I was playing back a video, and there's a certain sound that is going on. Let me see if I can get it to start with this video that I have on here. Anyway, it's a good luck. I love the cricket. See, a lot of people that live in the city might think that it's the most irritating and creepy thing, maybe. But I think even down in the city, I knew that crickets were good luck. Maybe, I don't know, but now I really know. I mean, usually, see, what I am trying to figure out, kids. It must have came in here. See, I hung some clothes out on the line, and they weren't quite dry enough, so I hung them on the line that I have back here. I don't know if you can see some line hanging. I have an indoor clothesline. And maybe the cricket crawled onto those clothes, and then when I hung it up, it managed to just jump away. But however it happened, babes, it managed to go over there right behind my grandmother's picture. And it's a drill sergeant cricket. And did I erase it? I hope not. It looks as though I did. Let me just catch the deleted videos. Don't you love that you have to delete the already deleted videos? Well, it looks like I deleted it. Thanks for listening to this. It's just energy. And it's a rare view. I'm quite the exclusive person. I'm gonna do a heavier patrol tonight, and energy work. Everybody should. especially if they're being aspected by this Pluto-Mars thing that's coming up over the next 24 hours. Really just do the love shield, you know. Um, so, but allow for a little sacrifice, it's kind of, well, I set a bunch of apples out onto the street. I put them there. I hope it doesn't attract a bunch of idiots, but really it's just like, take some apples and get out of here. But, whatever, I mean, maybe it'll just detour people to just only get the apples and throw them at me instead of whatever they thought they were going to do. I'm just kidding. I'm not anticipating anything. I think they have better things to do, maybe. Um, the thing that I am doing with the asphalt thing, I hate to be somebody who is harassing people, but as far as I'm concerned, I was mocked, and there was I think it was meant to belittle me. Mainly, um, the whole thing isn't really like that. You keep backing up, and really, it's just like, Shauna, can you drop the asphalt subject? And it's like, you know what? No, no. I'm part of a tribe on this planet who is aware, you see, and it's really hard because it's like, okay, so you want to put me in a box. You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. I have enough of the mountain in me, though. I have the wilderness. What we mean by this is that you could put me in a box. You can put me in solitary confinement, and you will see that I can handle it so much better than what you think it's punishment and shit. And I'm not saying this for a test or anything, but what we mean by you can take us out of the mountain, but you can't take the mountains out of us. We already know how to hermit. We're already living within an inner sanctuary that, of course, we know how to insulate ourselves. We're not stupid about the way that we have to protect ourselves from the elements and how to live up here. This is part of the meditation, is discipline. But all of it, all of the mountain living for me is to stay in meditation on the solid stream, just as reality is. That's what meditation is. It's just peace. And if you get enough of that in you, it's not only felt, it's heard, and you can end up somewhere in a place that seems inhospitable to most people there that would be praying to God to save them. And you already are saved. You're already just kind of just observing through the whole thing, calling upon your angels and guidance and getting that guidance and having your own experiences that is just like I was going to say, I don't know if the word hallmarking, but of course you have me, I'm just speaking for myself. As an individual, though, I think this is the truth. You have to have that access to your your very inner, I was just going to say awareness. It's the one now, boy, this is hard to explain. I've said boy a lot, haven't I? That'll pass. I'll catch on the words and then it'll pass. You'll notice that after a while. I've stopped saying something, but then I pick something else up. Um, so that's this a secret that we don't really want you to know about it because it's better to stay still. And what I mean is, up here in the mountains, it would be great to just be able to build granite pyramids and have aquifers and fire sanctuaries or quarries and farmland and not necessarily root down, but to be able to stay still enough in your awareness about your body and maintaining these places of sanctuary. Not only sanctuary, babes, the reason why they're sanctuary is because we access sanctuary inside of us, and I can't express that more without really getting emotional about it. Why get emotional? Well, here on the edges, where I don't know, we need to get more of an intention. On on what edges, Shauna? Well, there is city, and then you can always see there's the edges and there's the outskirts. And what I know and I understand it's all owned. It's all owned. There's a presence who has poked holes inside of lakes and drained them and created, and they're still doing that. This has happened since the 1700s. And this place is known to have just been poked, and that's why there's springs in certain places and weird stuff going on in that way. Yeah. So, but see, to think of this to me, the emotion is very real. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not at all sick with this. When you realize how that you can hardly grow your garden without combating the effects of them having combated against you being able to do that, which includes the chemical makeup of everything, the soil and the seed that maybe you bought, and the sky, the way that I noticed that the rains and the chemtrails at a certain timing, they don't do it some years, but they'll do it other years, and you'll notice your crops, whatever you're growing, will have a strange outcome. It's like, this has been hit by something, definitely a different color this year than the last year, that it didn't get hit by this, whatever it was, perfect time. I'm not kidding, babe. It's, you don't want to think about it. A lot of people won't. I mean, of course, I hope you don't go alcoholic here at minute 19. What was this video supposed to be about anyway? It's just sheer entertainment. The way that I know that we need to heal is that we acknowledge disease. This is an old story, an old subject matter. Uh, but we're going through the last kind of scraping out the peanut butter jar of this fucking Pluto in Capricorn. By that time, doing this with the peanut butter jar, it's old news, man. It's old and kind of moldy and musty, and just like Capricorn is always also tight and inhibited. And it's like, would you throw it out? And fuck peanut butter. There is so many other nuts to make us such a more healthier everything, really. Be a healthy nut. back to minute 20 and 22. I think I'll stop at minute 22 and 22 seconds. What will I come up with? Definitely not a better seating arrangement, or a camera or a microphone. By the time, if I ever do, and I have said this before, if I get a microphone like these amazing, elaborate, have you seen them with the blockage and the well, the cameras are good too, but these microphones that people are using just to talk on YouTube, like whoever, I will be doing something completely different. I'll be doing music. I'll be singing a song, that should be coming up. I should get more meditative time to do that. But all of humanity needs to know that you don't need to think that you have control or plan any of this. If you're chosen, especially, you know this much, is that God is in control here, and you are blessed enough to be able to relate at least this much, that wait, stay in that inner sanctuary. If you notice, babes, in the last 3 years, I don't know about you, but your breathing, I'm just speaking for myself. No, this is you too. Your breathing has changed a little bit. You'll notice a certain, I don't know about you, but I feel fucking great, even though it's like nothing but a matter of time for us now, going through the process. I'm not getting any younger. But I feel wonderful. It's like it's the end of the world and we know it, and I feel fine. Just trying. My next video will try to tell us, well, how do we heal?